What should people avoid while traveling to Europe? Don't rent a car if you're going to stay at a major capital, it's not worth it. It's much better to use public transport and get an occasional Uber. Street scammers in Paris, anywhere really, I just mostly see it in Paris. In major cities, don't let anyone hand you anything such as flowers or whatever. Once it is in your hands they start asking for money. They even gave a flower to one of my kids and then wouldn't take it back. Just set it on the ground and walk away. Falling in canals and walking on bicycle paths if they come to the Netherlands. Be respectful to memorial places. Don't come to the idea to make selfies or similar. Inform yourself about the traditions of the country. In some countries, you can openly make small talk with strangers, while in another one, you do have to approach them like a wild animal. Avoid speaking without exchanging greetings first in France at least, and not responding in kind when someone greets you. In other words, exchange bonjours before you ask where the toilet is. Avoid letting your kids act like monsters in public in restaurants, in particular. Avoid rushing through meals unless your kids are acting like monsters. Lol, top of the list. Creepy dudes outside airports trying to split cabs, smiley face. Unless your dad's Liam Neeson. Restaurants in touristy areas that have signs out front with pictures of the meals and the price featured prominently. I'd avoid Ukraine at the moment. Should be obvious, but I'll say it anyway. Don't do the Hitler salute while in Germany. Not even as a joke, it's illegal. And Holocaust denial is illegal in 18 European countries. Pickpocketers insinuating that Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland and possibly some parts of Cornwall are in England. Doesn't go down too well. Don't think that what goes for one country goes for all. There's all sorts of differences in cultures, laws, etc. Scams. There are a lot of them. Beware the person that picks up a gold object, ring, etc. and tells you that you dropped it. It is not yours and it is costume fake. They will then try to get money out of you. There's another one with a guy that will ask for directions or something like that and then give you an article of clothing. The jacket or shirt will be garbage and he'll try to get money out of you. There are lots of other scams too. Taking a shit somewhere without buying something. Staying in major capital cities the whole vacation. You will only see a small part of culture there. Try traveling to some smaller cities or even villages and go for a few trips into nature as well. I would recommend avoiding let any tourist group plan your trip. You will only see the most touristy stuff and everything you eat will be insanely expensive. If you research enough you can do well in Europe and eat for much less. Avoid assuming Europe is all roughly the same. It's a continent, not a country. You don't go to Japan and expect it to be like Indonesia just because they are both in Asia. In other words, it all depends on which country in Europe you are traveling to. If you're from the US, don't sign up for the bullshit $10 per day international service with Verizon or other service providers. Nearly any airport you arrive in will have a place where you can buy a SIM card to put in your phone at fraction of the price. For instance, I once got a SIM card in Seville, Spain for something like €12 and it came with a month of service and 9 GB of data. Added for using wrong name. I'd avoid social media and watching TV in the month before your trip and spend that time on Duolingo instead. Not sure where exactly you're going in Europe, but it'll help you to know a couple of phrases in the language. While visiting Poland, refer to Polish cities towns with their German names, like saying Danzig for Gdansk. I witnessed couple of drunk German guys did that. Did not go well. If you're a woman going to Italy, you should know it's more conservative than you think. You can't enter holy places and churches with bare arms or knees showing. And that's more places than you would expect, like the Colosseum and the Pantheon. Even in the height of blistering summer, bring something for your shoulders or a light poncho cover up. Carry your wallet in your front pocket, if carrying a bag or purse, towards the front. It's a comment for all tourist areas, Europe just has a lot of them. Assume that European countries are the same. Walk around loudly exclaiming how cute and quaint things are. Be extremely loud. Talk loudly about how much everything costs in dollars and say it's cheap. It may not be for those around you. Coming over with a bunch of cash dollar and using an exchange service to buy euro. Just use your debit or credit card, everywhere. If you need some cash, take it out of the ATM. Exchange rates will be much better, no commission, 3 fee from your bank, but that's reasonable. Tipping. Don't start making it the norm here. Scams. There's some pretty clever ones out there. Euronet ATMs, as they are basically a scam and will charge you up to 20 in fees for the money you are withdrawing. Edit. If you want to find the best deal on cash withdrawal at an ATM, look for a local ATM and opt to use your home bank to calculate the exchange rate. Maybe the most common is expecting and acting as if things there ought to be like they are at home, wherever that is. It's probably good to read a little about local customs and behaviors where you're going. Swimming in liquid iron. Complaining that something isn't how it is in the US or whatever your home country is. Petty theft and scams. Don't leave stuff lying in the seat next to you.